Hi, peace and blessings. It's so good to see you again. It's always good to talk with you again on this one-on-one situation. I love talking to you. So today I want to tell you about the 5 things that my mama told me that I didn't listen to. I was so hard-headed. So the first thing that my mama told me was she told me don't rush time. Mama used to say, don't you rush to get old. Mama used to say, take your time, young man. Mama used to say, yeah, hey. Remember that? If you old head like me, then you remember that song. That's from Junior. You remember that? And it was so true. Don't rush to get old. See, when I was 12 years old, I went downstairs to talk to my mom. She was always in the kitchen washing dishes or cooking. And I would go in there and talk to her. And I remember I was probably around 10, 12 years old. And I was like, Mom, I'm never going to grow up. I hate school. I don't want to go anymore. And it's going too slow. I want to be 17 years old. And I complained about it and I cried about it. And for some reason, 17 was the magic number for me. 16, it wasn't sweet 16, it was 17. Maybe because of that magazine that was out, 17. I don't know if it's still out or not, but I used to love that magazine. And I liked all kinds of magazines, but that one was one of my favorite. But I couldn't wait to be 17. So then when I turned 17, I went back to my mom. Mom, I can't wait to be 21. This is still going too slow. Now I got to go to college and I really don't want to do that. And it's going to take so long for me to get where I want to be. So at 21, I went back. Mom, I just want to get now. I got to get some experience and, I got to do all this stuff and it's not fair and time is moving so slow. And I told her I can't wait to be 30. I actually said that. I couldn't wait to be 30. So then I turned 30. I called my mom on the phone and I'm like, Mom, I want to be 21 again. I'm getting older. It's not fair, right? Because as you get older, then you want to go back, right? Now you want to go backwards. You want to start all over and try it again. Can I try it? Can I get a do-over? I need a do-over. So, and the thing was is that what was happening is I was going through time warps. When, I was wanting all this to happen right away, I call them time warps because I was a drone during a lot of that time, just going through the motions instead of enjoying every single moment of those times. And so I missed out on a lot of stuff. And, and that's, why people look back and say, oh, I want to go back. I want to do over, right? Because you feel like you missed out on some of those times. But the great thing is that you get the opportunity to do it now, to move forward from where you are right now and enjoy every single moment. And that's the thing that I should have learned from my mama that she told me many, many years ago. The second thing that my mama told me that I didn't listen to was, well, one day I got a phone call from a guy and he wanted me to move in with him. And so I called her and I told her and she said, you don't just move in with a guy. You need to be married first. So I went back and I told the guy, I said, hey, I can't move in with you. My mom said I need to be married first. And this guy came with a diamond ring and asked me to marry him? Wow. So I got married. I married him. And we divorced like about 13 years later. But see, the point was my mom wasn't telling me to get married. What she was saying is that I should wait until I get married, until I have more experience, until I, meet someone, I'm in love and you really want to, do this and settle down with someone. That's what she was saying. That's the part I missed. That's the reading in between the lines. So it really should have been a deeper conversation in that. It wasn't, it doesn't matter, it is what it is, or it was what it was, right? Was, whatever. But I should have listened. In fact, I didn't even tell her I was getting married. I called her and told her I got married. So you see, part of me knew what she was saying, right? I wasn't just, dumb. I just did what I wanted to do, not listening. So I do wish that, I had listened to her. It would have saved a lot of heartache, but sometimes you have to go through things like that to get where you are today, to become the person who you need to be, to continue to do the things that you need to do. So the third thing that my mama told me that I wish that I had listened to, but didn't. That third thing was, it kind of goes along with the first thing, the time thing, because there was a time when I used to dance, and at one point I really wanted to be a choreographer. I wanted to really become a very popular dancer. And I was on my way for a while. I was hanging out with a lot of dancers and stuff. But this was a long time ago. So You Think You Can Dance wasn't out there, and American Idol wasn't out there. All that stuff didn't exist, and all these different TikTok and different apps where people were dancing, and all this stuff didn't exist back then. So it made it a little harder to really get known for what you were for dancing anyway, right? So I wanted to rush it, but the one thing that she told me was sometimes people get things later in life, and I just couldn't accept that. I wanted it right now. And because I wanted it right now, I went through a lot of inner turmoil with, just being depressed and, making myself sick over the fact that I don't have this thing that I want. I don't have it right now. And I was just making myself sick with it. And but I really should have listened to her, because as you do get older, you get the opportunity to really see and understand life, and you do get it finally, that you don't get stuff when you think you're supposed to have it. You get it when it's ready for you, when you're ready for it. That is when it shows up, because a lot of times you can have all that stuff, and you can become famous and you become popular, whatever it is you're trying to do. And then the next thing you know, you're not anymore. So you could be a one-hit wonder and then go through the rest of your life just like, wow, I was a one-hit wonder. It's not fair, right? So everything happens for a certain time, a certain season. And some people get things later in life. Just because you didn't become that great dancer, writer, film producer when Spike Lee was out. Spike Lee was killing it back then. It doesn't mean at your present time and your present age, whatever it is, and especially if you're in the 50s category or later, it doesn't mean that you can't still be that person that you want to be. It's not so far-fetched that you can't do it. You can still do it. If you still have the desire, you still have the energy, you still are working towards that stuff, don't stop. Just keep doing it, because success is what you say it is. Don't let somebody else tell you what success is. It's what you say. It's what you want. And all that fame and all that, it doesn't mean anything. What the meaning behind everything is your happiness and you living the life you want to live. So wished I had really listened to my mama about that many moons ago. So the fourth thing that I had wished I had listened to my mama about was reading. So my mom used to talk to me about books and stuff. I really wasn't interested as a kid. But then one day, she put a book in my hand. And this book looked really, the cover was really intriguing. And I decided to read it. And from then on, I was intrigued, but I stopped. for a long period of time, probably like about 10 years, I didn't read. And so I wish I had kept that up, just reading and reading and reading. But my mom was her vocabulary was excellent for a woman that was a homemaker. You know, they didn't call them stay-at-home moms then. And, you know, she had an extensive vocabulary. And it was very impressive because she was a reader. She was a reader. And once she put that book in my hand, it just really got me excited about authors, about reading, about, and I really started to look for different authors and stuff like that. But then, like I said, I stopped for many years, and then I had to get back into it again. So, you know, that's one of the things that I wish that I had kept up that she told me about, was reading. I wish I had kept that up. I didn't get back into reading really until a few years ago, like maybe, I don't know, maybe 3-4 years ago, I started reading again because I read that millionaires they read books all the time, like, I don't know, like a book a week or something like that. I gotta go back and check out those facts. But I was like, okay, I need to be reading a book a week. Yeah. Or at least listening to one on Audible. Yeah. So anyway, so yeah, so that was the fourth thing. The fifth thing that my mama told me that I really wished I had listened to was, my mom always told me I was beautiful. Now, when I was a kid, the boys used to tease me all the time and tell me how ugly I was and call me names. It was really bad. I was a tomboy, and I had 3 brothers that really didn't help because they teased me too. If you grew up in a household with a bunch of boys, you know how that is. You know how that is. So, yeah, you know, so I kind of grew up with a, you know, complex of that, you know, I'm ugly, I'm unattractive. But see, the thing is that it's not a physical attraction. See, this is what I learned later. It's not about the physical. It's about the inner beauty that you have to have come out. That is what it's all about. Loving yourself for who you are and not wanting to change. And one of the biggest things I think, especially with Black women, is our hair. You know, our hair. What are we going to do with our hair? How are we going to style our hair? And, you know, back then, I didn't know what to do with it. My natural hair was so bushy, and it was uncontrollable. And, you know, now, you know, natural styles are in, you know, so my hair is finally in style. But, you know, the thing is that you embrace yourself. No matter what time or year, it doesn't matter what's in style. Because if you're living and breathing in that time, then you're in style. You're in style. It doesn't matter what other people are doing, what other people are. This is how people make their money, make a living, by telling you how you should look, what you should do, you know, how much makeup you should wear. This is what's in style and stuff. So it's always better to be yourself, be your authentic self, and do what you want to do and be who you want to do and look the way you want to look for yourself, not for anybody else. And know, and I don't want you to miss this one, that you are beautiful. You are, from the Creator. He created you in her image. You are powerful beyond measure and beautiful inside and out. And you have so much to offer this world with your stories, with your creations, your inventions, your time, your teachings, whatever you're doing. You are doing that because you were put here to do it, and to do a good job at it, because that's your mission. And then you're going to get more stuff to do, and more stuff to do. And learn to accept your role. Learn to accept it and know that you are unique and you are definitely beautiful. My mom used to say, sing the Miss America song to me. There she is, Miss America, right? And yeah, she made me feel good about that. She always made me feel good. I always will love my mama. This is an early Mother's Day, because Mother's Day is coming up in a couple of weeks in May. So I just thought I'd do an early Mother's Day tribute, especially to my mom. She's not here anymore, and love her, miss her, and I hope you'll take the time to think about your mom and the things that she said to you and did for you, and just look at those things, because I'm sure she tried her best. And so enough of that. I will see you next time. Have a great day.
I've been hit but I have to stay afloat. It's not easy. Be a person you don't